Students. We're going to get into Unit 13, Lesson 2 here. Unit 13, Lesson 2 is all about solving one and two step inequalities. Okay, we worked with inequalities greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, that kind of stuff. Now we're going to set up some inequalities and solve them just like the way we do one two-step equations. And we're going to learn how to do that today. So we will know we are successful in today's lesson if we can independently solve one and two step inequalities. Let's do our best to make that happen. Hey, let's practice here. First thing, we know how to do these type of problems. We've done these in the past. X plus 3 equals 10. Okay, what you do, subtract 3 to both sides. Railroad track down there. Okay, we're left with X equals 7, and you're done. Okay, 7 plus 3 equals 10. Pretty simple. If you can do that, you can do this. Okay? It's pretty much the exact same thing, except now we have an inequality symbol here. Okay, what are you going to do? Subtract 3, just like you did in the previous problem. Railroad track down, subtract 3 here. Okay, 3 minus 3 is 0. They cancel out, left with X. But now, instead of using an equal sign, which we had over here, we're just going to use the same symbol we have up here, which is a greater than symbol. Okay, so we say X is greater than 10 minus 3, which is 7. Nothing too difficult there, right? Same process that we did here. Same number, same variable on both sides that we have over here. However, all we did is use our inequality symbol right here. Okay, we can check it. Let's pick a number that is greater than 7. Let's pick 9, right? 9 is greater than 7. Is that true? Is 9 greater than 7? Yes, it is. Okay, let's put it in here. Okay, if X is greater than 9, let's put it here. Or if 9 is greater than 7, let's put it in here and for where X is. 9 plus 3 is greater than 10. Well, what's 9 plus 3? 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 is greater than 10. Is that true? Yes, it is. We just proved that X is greater than 7. If you picked a number less than 7, it wouldn't work. Pick number 5. 5 plus 3. What's 5 plus 3? 5 plus 3 is 8. Is 8 greater than 10? No, doesn't work. Let's try here. Negative 6 is greater than or equal to n minus 5. We want to get the variable by itself. So we have to add 5 to both sides of my equation, of my inequality. Okay, 5 minus 5, left with n. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1, and then we use our inequality symbol. Negative 1 is greater than or equal to n. Let's flip it around, put the variable on the left side and say n is less than or equal to negative 1. So any number that's less than or equal to negative 1 makes this inequality true. Let's pick one. Let's pick negative 2. So let's say negative 6 is greater than or equal to negative 2 minus 5. Negative 6 is greater than or equal to negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. Is negative 6 greater than or equal to negative 7? Yes, it is. Means this is true. Great job. Let's keep practicing. This time we have a fraction in here. Okay, so let's do the same thing we're doing, but let's just work with a fraction now. Get the variable by itself, so we got to get rid of the 1/2. We're going to subtract 1/2 from both sides. Cancel, cancel. Left with a. Less than 2 minus 1/2 is 1.5 or 1.5. That's it. Boom. Done. Let's take it one step further. Okay, these are all one-step inequalities. Let's try some two-step inequalities. Okay, 6x plus 14 greater than or equal to 20. First thing, get rid of the constant. Okay, left here is 6x, those cancel, which is greater than or equal to 20 minus 14 is, oh, lucky us, it's 6. That's helpful. Okay, next step, we need to get rid of the 6, the coefficient. So this is multiplication, so we're going to divide by 6. We're going to divide by 6. We cancel out our 6's. We're left with x is greater than or equal to 6 divided by 6 is 1. And that's it. You are done. Okay? Again, if you can do these type of problems, solving equations, you can solve inequalities. Let's try another one. 4x minus 13 is less than 11. We want to get rid of this negative 13, so we're going to add 13 to both sides. Okay, left with 4x, cancel, cancel. 11 plus 13 is 23. And we put our inequality symbol in there. 4x minus 23, or sorry, 4x less than 23. And we want to, Mr. Miller, we're struggling with math here. It's early. We're going to change that. It's not 23. It would be 11 plus 13 is 24. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay, let's do the rest of this. Divide by 4, divide by 4, cancel, cancel. We're left with x is less than 24 divided by 4 is 6. That makes it much easier than that 23 in there. Okay, let's keep going. This one is going to be a little bit different because of this negative 2. Okay, let's keep going. Let's start our normal. Let's get rid of the positive 4 from both sides by subtracting 4. We get negative 20 minus 4 is negative 24, greater than our negative 2x comes down, and those cancel away. Fantastic. Now for the trickier part. Well, not just yet. Negative 2x, we need to get rid of this negative 2. It's multiplication, so we are going to divide by negative 2. And any time you divide or multiply an inequality on both sides, you need to flip this sign. So we're going to cancel these out. Negative 24 divided by negative 2 is just positive 12. We're going to flip this sign because we divided by a negative. So instead of greater than, it becomes less than, and then our remainder x. So we started with negative 20 is greater than negative 2x plus 4. We ended with 12 is less than x. Let's pick a number. Let's flip this around so it makes it a little bit easier. We need to pick a number that is greater than 12. X is greater than 12. Okay, so let's pick a number. What number do you want to pick? 13 sounds great. That's the number I would have picked too. Okay, we have to start from the beginning of our equation. Negative 20 is greater than negative 2 times, we said 13 plus 4. Negative 20 is greater than negative 2 times 13 is negative 26 plus 4. Negative 20 is greater than negative 26 plus 4 is negative 22. Is negative 20 greater than negative 22? Yes, it is. And remember, when you are dividing or multiplying both sides of an inequality by a negative, you have to change your sign. Okay, we flipped it the opposite direction. Let's work here. We have x divided by 13 plus 13 greater than or equal to 4. Okay, first thing, let's get rid of this positive 13. X over 13, we got cancel out, greater than or equal to 4 minus 13. 4 minus 13 is negative 9. Not done yet. We've got to get rid of this 13 here. We are dividing by 13, so instead of dividing by 13, what do we have to do? Well, it's the opposite of division. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we need to multiply both sides by a 13. Okay, so we're going to multiply by 13 here, multiply by 13 here. These two cancel. We're left with x is greater than or equal to negative 9 times 13 is, that's right, negative 117. And you are done. Okay. Remember, big thing on this page, dividing or multiplying both sides by a negative changes our sign. Let's keep practicing. Let's work on some key phrases here. Okay, if I want something is less than or it's fewer than, we make our symbol like that. And that gives us an open circle on our graph. Less than or equal to, less than or equal to, with phrases like is no more than, is at most, we have a closed circle on our number line. Well, what about greater than? Is greater than. Key phrases are is more than or exceeds. It could be an open circle on your number line. Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to with a little line there. No less than is at least. It gives us a closed circle. And then we would go that way. Ooh, not that way. Let's go the opposite. There we go. Let's use some of these key phrases to write inequalities. We're going to write our own inequalities. 3 times a number increased by 4 is less than negative 62. Let's write this out. 3 times a number increased by 4 is less than negative 62. Not too hard. Let's keep going. Quotient. What does quotient mean? That's right. It means division. The quotient of a number and 5. The quotient of a number and 5 is increased by 1. And it's at most is our key phrase here, 7. So where's at most on our key phrases? Right here, at most. So we are looking at less than or equal to 7. Pretty good. Quotient again, division. Quotient of a number and 3 minus 2 is at least, is our phrase. Where do we see at least? Where is at least? Well, that looks like it's right here, at least, greater than or equal to negative 12. Difference. What does difference mean? Difference is subtraction of a number and 6. The difference of a number and negative 6. So difference we said is subtraction and negative 6. So we got to put that in parentheses, is less than 9. Make sure you have the difference with the subtraction and a negative 6. And a negative 6. Last two here, product. Product is multiplication. The product of negative 2 and a number minus 6 is greater than negative 18. So good at this, guys and gals. 11 less than a number is more than 17. Well, that looks like it has two of them. 11 less than a number is more than 17. Could be that. However, that's not what it means. Okay, 11 less than a number is a turnaround phrase, and that is a subtraction problem. We have a number minus 11. This says 11 less than a number is more than 17. That's how you would write that one out. 11 less than a number is more than 17. That's it. That's our lesson here. We could go through and solve these just like we did the previous note page, but we just want to make sure that we know how to write some based on some words here. If you have any questions, make a comment. And I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.